There's a story of a New York taxi driver and the priest, and they both died and they went to heaven. And they meet St. Peter. And St. Peter said, "You must be Phil O'Donnell, the New York taxi driver." He said, "You're very welcome." He said, "Here we have for you a silk robe, slippers and a lovely room." And whilst the taxi driver was being fitted, St. Peter attended to the priest. He said, "You must be Father Flynn of St. Mary's. Come through and try on your clothes." And he gave him a robe and sandals. "Here's your cell." And the priest said, "Wait a minute, how do you mean a cell?" And St. Peter said, "Well, it's quite simple." And the priest said, "Well, how do you mean it's quite simple? How can I, a man of the cloth, get treated like this while the taxi driver is treated like a king?" Well, to St. Peter, it's very simple. It's all down to performance. While you preach, everyone slept, and when he drove a taxi, everybody prayed. Today is the feast of All Saints, and we take it for granted that saints are people who said the prayers. And prayer is an important part of Christian life. In fact, it's a big part of many people's life, because whether we like it or not, or whether we acknowledge it or not, we pray in different ways. We pray for the sick. You know, we pray for a nice outcome to something. We pray that we may get a new job. We pray for lots and lots of things. We pray that our football team are going to win. In fact, I'm praying that United will give Arsenal a good pasting this afternoon, which I'm sure they will. But if we have struggles in saying our prayers and we don't feel comfortable, maybe the best prayer that we can say is the prayer of gratitude and counting our blessings. Because I think that's very, very important, because we can be a nation of complainers. And during COVID, we may have a right to complain because it's very weary and it's very tiresome, but we are where we are. So maybe this may help us all to put things in perspective. If you have food in the refrigerator, clothes on your back, a roof over your head and a place to sleep, you are richer than 75% of this world. If you have money in the bank, in your wallet, and spare change in a dish someplace, you are among the top 8% of the world's wealthy. If you woke up this morning with more health than illness, you are more blessed than the million who will not survive this week. If you've never experienced the danger of battle, the loneliness of imprisonment, the agony of torture, or the pangs of starvation, you are ahead of millions of people in this world. If you can attend church or a church meeting without fear of harassment, arrest, torture, or death, you are more blessed than millions of people in this world. And if your parents are still alive and still married, you are very rare indeed, even in this country. And if you hold up your head with a smile on your face and are truly thankful, you are blessed, because the majority can, but most do not. And if you can hold someone's hand, hug them, or even touch them on the shoulder, you are blessed, because you can offer a healing touch. And if you can read a message, you received a double blessing in that someone was thinking of you, and furthermore, you are more blessed than ever than 2 million people in the world who cannot read at all. So have a lovely day, count your blessings, and hopefully I'll see many of you very, very soon. I do miss you all, love you very much, and hope to see you very soon. And just to end, I've decided that I'm going to rename all my friends with names on the high street shops. So be careful, because you're next. Glory, glory, Man United.